Hello, my name is Matthias Cavodi. I'd like to welcome you guys to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about the Thors tie-in into the Secret Wars crossover. This particular story does have an impact into the overarching crossover in general, because some of the tie-ins in the Secret Wars were insular and didn't have any impact, but they were pretty good standalone stories. This one does have a certain level of relevance to it within the context of that crossover, and it's a pretty good standalone story too. It's written by Jason Aaron, and before I spoil it for you guys, it's a pretty good story. At least I really enjoyed it. And without further ado, let's get into this. So the whole premise of all the Thors from the different realms of Battleworld are Doctor Doom's police force. It's just fantastic. I had a lot of fun with it because, like, they're good enforcers of the law, but they're not the best investigators. and this actually leads to some pretty fun moments, especially when they have to deal with the main Thor, who is the main Thor of this particular story is actually the ultimate Thor, has to deal with Loki, and like, Loki just really shows that they're not the brightest ones when they have to investigate a crime or a mystery and stuff like that. It's like, do I have to hold your hand every step of the way and show everything to you? It's like, can't you figure out anything by yourself? So we start off the story. They find a body of a dead woman, trying to find out who she is. And also, one pretty fun thing is like all the different types of Thor. Like you have Groot Thor, you have Storm Thor, then you have Rune Thor, Destroyer Thor. I think this guy's a Japanese Thor. You have Battery Bill. Like all the different types of Thors and all the different angles that you can have to this character. At least for me, they were pretty fun. So they're trying to deal with this murder. And so the two main Thors that are going to investigate this murder are going to be Ultimate Thor and Beta Ray Bill. So the first thing that they do is that they see there's a group of Ghost Riders. And they go straight up, beat the crap out of those Ghost Riders. It's like, hey, they're near the dead body. They're probably the ones responsible. They beat the crap out of these Ghost Riders and take them to prison. It's like, okay, we did our job. We probably resolved the murder. So, just starting off with this sort of sets the tone of what's going to happen and what's going to go down. It's like they want to find someone guilty for the crime, and they don't care who it is. So, and these poor Ghost Riders just get obliterated. But what they discover when they go back to the Thor's main base is, here we have Frog Thor, that the woman that was killed, actually they found 5 other bodies of the same woman across the different realms. So we have a mystery. Who's killing this woman in each one of the realms? And why are they doing it in the first place? So the whole premise of the story at first is like really good. I got me hooked immediately. So Battery Bill has his informants. Is like, I'm going to go try to find out what's going on. His informants is Loki. And what happens at the end of the story, like, Battery Bill gets the info, but he gets totally demolished by no one knows who. Ultimate Thor thinks it's Loki. Poor Battery Bill gets killed. And in his last words, he says the name of the women that were being killed across Battle World is Jane Foster. So someone's out to kill all the Jane Fosters. For those who don't know, for that time, Jane Foster was the Marvel 666 team main Thor during that time of Marvel up until the point of Secret Wars, while Odin's son was the unworthy Thor that we're going to get to see further in the story. So the Thors want to find out what's going on, who killed Beta Ray Bill. So they go out through Battle World and try to beat the crap out of everyone and to find out who's the one responsible. So they go to the realm of the Hulks and just start clobbering the hell out of the poor Hulks. They go to the zombie part of the Marvel Universe, start splattering zombies, capture Ultrons. They take down a group of Morbiuses. Basically, they try to beat the confession out of anyone they can cross that crosses their paths. So Ultimate Thor comes across the unworthy Thor, and the unworthy Thor is like, this investigation is going to lead to you losing your hammer. There's a really big cover up around this whole situation. Be careful what you're doing. Both of these Thors have a battle, because the unworthy Thor in this story, who is actually would be the 616 Odin's son, is the only Thor in the Thor's history that has lost a hammer. Ultimate Thor gets called into another murder where they find the body of Donald Blake. So now we have bodies of Donald Blake, who used to be the host of Thor back in the day, popping up all over the place. And they find Loki near the site of the murder. So Thor takes Loki in for questioning, and here's what the part where I was telling you guys is like, Loki is like, do I have to hold your hands? I'm giving you all the clues you need. Investigate properly, because there's a big cover up. I can't. Someone's out to kill all the Jane Fosters and disposing of the bodies. I'm getting to the bodies first and keeping them hidden and letting you guys find them, so you can find them around Battleworld and try to blow up this whole cover up that's going on. Something is going down and you have to find out. So you have this whole exchange between Loki. Obviously he's super cunning, and he gets really under poor Ultimate Thor's skin, and Loki tells Thor's like, there's a big secret in the area where the Marvel zombies are. Go check it out, because you'll see what I'm talking about. Because Ultimate Thor thinks Loki's killing these women. He's like, I'm not killing them. I'm the one finding the bodies and making sure you guys find it. And Ultimate Thor arrives, and someone has been dropping Jane Foster's body, all the Jane Fosters out there in the zone of the zombies. So this whole scene was fantastic. And what we discover, it's Rune Thor. He was like sort of the asshole Thor we see at the beginning of the story. And the whole reason behind, go read the story. It's worth it. At least I really liked it. Why Rune Thor was killing all these Jane Fosters in this whole situation was that he had sort of like his intuition told him that Jane Foster was going to be the one responsible for the fall of the Thors, that everything was going to go to hell because of her. And here's where this actually ties into the overarching story arc, because the 616 Jane Foster Thor, who is like one of the few survivors of the original 616 universe, arrives to the Thor's base and tells these guys, look, the whole thing with Doom, it's a farce. The Battleworld is just a construction of Doom. This whole situation's wrong. We have to rebel against Doom, reconstruct the world that we had, or the Marvel Universe in general. And so what Rune Thor was like, he sort of saw the future, or felt what was going to go down, and that's why he was going after all the Jane Fosters, because she actually brings down the Thor's corp, but she does it in the proper way of making these guys see that the whole thing with Battleworld is all wrong. They're serving the wrong master, and if they want to be worthy, they have to go out and take down Dr. Doom. So I'm going to leave this story here. As I said before, this is a really good tie-in. And see you guys next time. I hope you guys liked this video. Bye.